Okay, we're back. To Canterbury they wend, the holy bliss fermata for to sick, that him hath holpen when they were sick. Now, who is this holy, blissful martyr for to seek? And this is Thomas Becket. Thomas Becket was a priest, and he was kind of a de facto advisor to the king at this time, which was King Henry II. And Thomas Becket would always get on to King Henry II about his extravagant living and wanted him to, turn the corner, start to live a good Christian life. And King Henry, by the way, there's a lot of troublesome King Henrys in British history, really didn't like this, and he just had enough of Thomas Becket, sticking his nose and telling him what to do, and just didn't like it. So as he was blowing off steam, as legend goes, he told his knights, "Won't someone rid me of this man?" And the knights took him on his word and said, well, gosh, if you want me to rid you of this problem, this man, yeah, we can do that. So the knights went to find him. He was praying in church at Canterbury Cathedral. And in case you're wondering, why is that sword behind his head? Well, it's not behind his head, it's through his head. King Henry's knights slayed him, slew him, stuck a sword through his head. And this, of course, created a Christian martyr. And today, this is in the Canterbury Cathedral. This is where Thomas Becket was kneeling in a prayer when the knights came in and put a sword through his head. Of course, today we call these tourists. This is actually still today a pilgrimage site. So we won't call these pilgrims, we'll call them tourists. During the Middle Ages, and even today, right, the holy blissful martyr for to sick, that him hath holpen when that they were sick. So what is happening here is that one of the reasons people would go on these pilgrimages to these holy sites were to be healed. And what would happen along the way, of course, is that there'd be relics that they could possibly buy. Oftentimes, as we'll see in the Partner's Tale, there's a lot of selling of false relics. What we're seeing here, right, is that we have a lot of emphasis. Oh, my notes are really messy. Spirituality that's going on here, right? Yeah. Ooh, let's take this idea of spirituality and let's back up here. Wait a second. There's a big Christian thing that's going on every spring about this same time. What is it? What is it? It is Easter, right? Easter and Christmas, those are the two big Christian festivals. What happens with Easter? It is the rebirth of Jesus Christ, right? Goes from death to what? New life. Now, is this a coincidence that we see Chaucer pulling all of these elements together? Is this a coincidence? No. What's happening? It's rebirth in the natural world. The Christian holiday of Easter celebrates the rebirth, the rising from the death of Jesus. And we see this happening in our own what? Hearts, right? So what happens is that we see all this going on and we say, I want to have this experience, this awakening within my own life. I want this to happen to me. So this is why we're doing this. We see all of this going on at the same time. Befell that in that season, on a day, in southward at the tabard as I lay, ready to wenden on my pilgrimage to Canterbury with full devout courage. So we're meeting up all of these different pilgrims, right? All these different pilgrims are meeting up ahead of time, right? We're meeting at an inn, a tavern, the tabard in the city of Southwark. And then we're going to go on our pilgrimage to Canterbury. At night, we're coming to that hosteria, well, 9 and 20 in a company. And we'll keep going, having our fun here in the next lecture.